Hello, beautiful people. How are you all today? It's good to see you live. And if that's the first time that you catch me live, my name is Natalia. I'm an inner mastery and consciousness mentor. And today I have a very interesting topic to share with you that came up from my conversation with a client, and that is the ascension in consciousness, which is a very popular topic these days, and everyone seems to either following the ascension journey or teaching the ascension journey. And I'm going to share with you today exactly what I shared with my clients and explain to you why that is an illusion that so many people get caught up into, and what is actually the truth of that. So if you catch me live, please say hi, say your name, say where you're from. I'm always happy to meet those who I know already, and of course, new people. And if you happen to find this video on a replay, please hashtag replay and let me know you watched it or you are watching it. Okay, so back to the subject of the ascension journey. So, what my client shared with me, and I usually work with people who are slightly more advanced in their inner and spiritual growth, and they come to me after they've done lots of inner work and after they worked with many mentors. Not necessarily, but that's usually the level of clients that come in my world. And I often hear that they have been following a spiritual path or an ascension journey to liberate themselves, to heal themselves, uh, to to come into that state of higher consciousness or supreme consciousness or an enlightened state, whatever you want to call it. And what they share with me is that they are getting tired by all that journeys, because it's actually quite tiring and frustrating to be on a journey and on a journey and on a journey, and all because all the journeys, all the ascension journeys, all the spiritual paths, they are all for the future, right? So you're saying that now I am not as good as I could be, but in the future I'm gonna be enlightened, and I'm gonna be blissful and all sorts of things. So all the journeys are for the future, yeah. And if we look at that really from the position of truth, from the position of actually what is happening, and then you see that that all the ascension journeys, all the spiritual paths, they are designed for your mind. They are designed for your ego that wants to achieve a goal in the future, right? And when you're following the spiritual path and ascension journey, you feel that you're progressing, you feel that you are getting maybe a little bit clarity, maybe a little bit of insight, but that is not gonna take you where you are. And let me explain what I mean by that. Because there is no higher consciousness tomorrow. There is no God tomorrow. There is no enlightenment tomorrow. That doesn't exist. It only exists for your mind, because your mind lives in the illusion of time. It's always achieving something tomorrow. It's always improving tomorrow. It's always becoming someone tomorrow. It's all the stuff tomorrow. Yeah? But it doesn't work like that when it comes to consciousness. the pure supreme consciousness, pure or supreme consciousness or God or truth, whichever name you want to use, is now, this very moment inside your body. And I'm so tired of people telling me that you need years of spiritual practice, that you need years of inner work, that you need this and you need that and you need all sorts of things. And I say, no. All ascension journeys and all spiritual paths are being taught by people who do not live the truth. They are still ascending themselves, and they are teaching you that you need to go through all of that journey to ascend, whereas it's not the case. So what is the truth? The truth is now. It is available to you now. It is in this body now. And it can be realized with the right guidance. And that's what I do with my clients on a daily basis. I guide them to realize that place that exists now. So if there is no ascension in consciousness, there is no spiritual path, and everything is available. You may well ask, well, but actually I'm not living that. And you will be right, you are not living that. So what is the process? What is happening in the right approach to things? And don't misunderstand me. I'm not criticizing you if you are following a spiritual path or ascension journey. I have been doing that myself. I have been following a certain path, but I came to someone who showed me the truth, who told me, well, actually, that is all illusory. That is created by the illusory identity, which is ego or personal self. And the truth is now, and you are that. And they showed me the way, the approach to embody that. So what is the right way? What is the quickest way? I mean, if you're enjoying the spiritual or ascension journey, by all means, enjoy it, have fun. Have fun doing that, because actually personal self or ego loves ascension journeys because it's just postponing the time. It's just how you are creating more time for your ego to get some sense of achieving something. So if you're enjoying that, by all means, go ahead. But if you say, well, actually, I see your point, I hear what I'm saying, I'm not enjoying that, I'm actually bored, I'm tired of all that stuff. So what? Show me another way. So another way is realization of the reality that exists in you now. And that realization alone, when it's powerful and deep enough, that shatters the illusion of your personal identity, of your personal self or ego. Because ego or personal self does not exist. Now, I don't see ego on anywhere. My client asked me, how do you see each other's ego? I don't see egos on anyone in my perception, of course, because ego does not exist. Yeah, but of course, in your perception, it's a different story, right? So you always see the person from the place that you are looking from. So I don't see ego. They don't exist at all. And don't tell me that ego is necessary, because it's nonsense. It's not necessary at all for anyone. You don't have it. You just are dreaming that you are a person. So realization shatters that illusion of the personal identity. When you clearly see the truth now, when you clearly see the reality of yourself now, and it's so powerful, it just wipes that illusion of ego. But That is not the end. That is only the beginning of any true authentic process. So what happens then? Once the illusory identity is seen, then there is time. That what takes time. And that is what I call integration or embodiment, where the structures and blueprints of the egoic identity need to be dissolved completely. And the content of your personal consciousness, of that egoic identity, the content, what you believe, what is your experience, what you think, what your opinions, all of that content needs to be emptied completely. So that process takes time. Yeah, take some time. For someone it's shorter. So for someone it may take the rest of their lives. That's what takes time. The emptying of the content of consciousness takes time. Not the realization of the illusory nature of ego. That is instant if you get the right guidance. If you come to me and we can do it in one instance. So, but embodiment, that takes time because it's an immense process. It's an immense process of healing because the blueprints and structures are imprinted in your body. It's imprinted in your energy system. So your nervous system goes through a massive purification, a massive regeneration. Your brain cells change. I mean, those who work with me, and I ask them to observe the changes in their brain, the capacity of the brain that starts seeing things you've never seen before. So that changes. And it's a massive shift. So your body even transforms. Yeah, but once all the blueprints and structures are dissolving, your body comes into its natural state. So that takes time for the pure consciousness. That is, what is pure consciousness or supreme consciousness? Is consciousness which is free from the personal content. So once that consciousness starts to purify from the personal content, then your body, your brain starts to function with a pure intelligence. And your body starts to function with a pure energy. What do I mean by pure energy? I call it and the energy of truth. Because your body functions with the energy of the mind and emotions. That's what produces vibration. Your ego is the thing that vibrates. But pure consciousness does not vibrate because it's still. And once all these structures are merging together into the ocean of pure consciousness, then it becomes a vast, still space. That's what you truly become when you are emptying the content of consciousness. So the process is not ascending anywhere. It's not journeying anywhere. It's deepening in the truth of what you are. And this is the truth that can transform you quickly. Yeah, that is something that will bring you to the totality and the wholeness of what you are. Yeah, because there is nothing to be created, there is nothing to be achieved, there is nothing to become, there is nothing to improve. That everything is there already. It's just that the remainance of the illusions, the structures, the pillars, because the personal self, the egoic identity, is not that easy to remove. It's because it contains, it occupies all your subconscious mind. The whole of your subconscious is personal self or ego, and that needs to come up And that needs to be transformed. That energy needs to be transformed so that subconscious joy is transformed and there is no subconscious anymore. Everything, there is just pure consciousness. And that what means embodying your highest human possibility. You can't have divided consciousness, something subconsciousness, a super consciousness, and then there is ego that is trying to connect somewhere. It's nonsense. That is all nonsense. A lot of nonsense that is being taught today, which has nothing to do with truth. There is just one consciousness, undivided. But the process of transformation and integration, that does take time. That is the only thing that takes time. But it's not an ascension journey. Yeah, it's not somewhere in the future. You're not achieving anything in the future. You are just embodying more of what you are. That is the truth. And if you resonate with this truth, if you say, well, my God, that's what I needed to hear, get in touch with me for an opportunity to work with me one-to-one. And if you are someone who is called to do the work in consciousness and to facilitate consciousness shifts for others in a way that I'm describing to you, yeah, to show the truth to others, to guide them through that process in this exact way. Well, first of all, to go through the process yourself and then to guide others. Send me a message for an opportunity to join a very special container, which I do for those who are called to be the facilitator of consciousness and how to transform others' life. It's not for everyone, but if you are called to do that and you know that this is something for you, get in touch with me. And if you find this video on my YouTube channel, please subscribe for more content like that. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them underneath this video. I also drop underneath this video the application form to work with me one-to-one. And if you have any questions about the facilitator's container, there is an opportunity for one-to-one as well as for a group container. So if you're interested in that, you can get in touch with me or fill in an application form below. So thank you so much for being with me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and feel free to share it. Wherever you find this video, feel free to share it and make it available for more people to hear the truth. Thank you so much.